All right, we are live with our friends on YouTube and our friends on Twitter, or are we Xing? And it looks like we got our friends on Facebook Live as well. Ready to go on a Monday, Raiderland Helmet Sticker Day. Hand out helmet stickers. Those folks who deserve a little recognition, sports or otherwise, who's been awesome lately, who needs a little bit of recognition. Day one Texas high school football workouts. We celebrate that today as the Pac-12 burns. Never a dull moment. Hello, Arizona. We see you out there. We know you want to be a part of the Big 12. We're going to try to make that happen in the next few days. And we may even get into the Texas Rangers tonight. Why not? They're all in. Are you all in with the Rangers? You buying it? Good with this? You good with the moves? What you're giving up? What you're not giving up? All right, you guys know what to do. The early arrivals, you jump and you let us know the audio is good, the video is good. You give us thumbs up, you give us hearts. James is there. Craig is there. Craig says the talking box is on. Indeed, it is. Thumbs up out of James. And you guys that are watching on the YouTube channel and on Twitter Live, you guys hit us on the text line, 806-772-0197. Always use the Raiderland text line. Best way to get to us. Multi-streaming platform. It's hard to see everything all at once. I mean, you can use it on Facebook Live, too, or you can use the Facebook chat box, whatever works for you. But definitely get on that text line, 806-772-0197. I like hearing that, Bob. Thank you very much. Glad the sound is great. Not good, great. Oh, smooth. All right. I think we're about ready to go. No need to wait too long. So let's get this thing going in 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, theraiderland.com, the website. Everything we do, you can find there. Did you see my column yesterday? Did you comment on it? Did you hit the question this morning? Did you jump in on that? Well, if you didn't, don't worry. You can do it tonight. You can do it tomorrow. We'll be ready for you there at theraiderland.com. Obviously on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. Find us wherever you find stuff. We're coming to you on the Arctic Air Studios tonight, another day. Tickling 100 degrees here in West Texas. Hopefully your air was Arctic. If not, you call the bear. Callthebear.com. Locally owned and operated, veteran owned and operated. Here with my man Shane. Also brought to you by Abuelos. It's National Guacamole Day. Everybody celebrating, partaking in a manner that they see fit. If you can get out there today for guacamoles, hey, tomorrow, it's like Taco Tuesday. There's always great Mexican food waiting for you in a fantastic patio. At Abuelos, it's your Mexican food embassy. It's one of those destination places. Also by the Shropshire Agency, independent, just like West Texans, just like you. Give them a call there at the Shropshire Agency. See what they can do for your family and business. All right, jump on the text line, 806-772-0197. Let us know tonight who gets your helmet stickers from over the weekend, the past week, for doing great stuff, being cool, being awesome. And then we do have the latest on the Pac-12. A lot of stuff that we knew it was going to be a busy day. We knew there would be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot going on tomorrow. The die is already cast right now. The die is already cast. The ADs, the presidents, have a very good feeling of what George Klagkov is going to present tomorrow morning. So much so that Arizona's Board of Regents that oversee Arizona, Arizona State, Northern Arizona, and a few others, they already have a 3:30 Board of Regents meeting called, hastily arranged, or is it? Because they already know. We'll get to what we think is going on. I think will happen. You guys can tell us what you think will happen. Obviously, getting in tonight, Raiderland helmet stickers. Who's getting yours? Danny talking about the Rangers tonight. Not buying yet. Can't lose 7-10. Getting swept by a sub 500 team and convince me that you're all in. I mean, they're all in from the standpoint of they're making moves. You get Scherzer, you get Montgomery. I mean, they're all in from that standpoint. The question is, what is it going to get them? With Evaldi going on the DL, Gray already struggling, obviously no DeGrom. Some of these moves, and what are you getting with Scherzer? Who are you getting? You're getting an older guy with a ERA over 4. They're making moves. They haven't given up a tremendous amount right now. And I'm with you. Scherzer doesn't move the needle for me that much. But they're trying. That's what you want, right? You want them to try. Let's see, Tessa. Hi there. Texas high school football coaches' wives get your helmet sticker. Always stand up for the coaches' wives. Either Pam, David in. We're all in. Life is 100%. For some it is. Some people it's not, sadly. I like the thought for a pitcher by the Rangers, just not sold on Scherzer. I think there's a lot of that going around. Was he the best? I mean, I think Montgomery has a bigger impact, the left-hander coming in from St. Louis. I think he could actually play a bigger role with this rotation. We'll see. But if you're a Rangers fan, do you appreciate what you're doing? Do you appreciate what they're doing for you? I agree with Al. You're just trying to keep the wheels from falling off. You're just trying to. This is not a. These are not moves, in my opinion, to go win the division. It's to try to make the playoffs at this point. If they wanted an aging pitcher, they should have traded for Verlander. Michael Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman, for the entertainment he provided us during his time on Earth. All right. Here's to Pee Wee. By the way, you guys can text in 806-772-0197. Hand out your Raiderland helmet stickers today as the Pac-12 burns. As George Kliavkoff really miracled up in 10 days, a TV deal that's going to save the league. The 10 days ago, every day they waited, it only got better. You know, the longer they waited, it got better. They got so good, Colorado, it was too good for them. The TV deal was just too good, so they came to the Big 12. You know? So, I mean, this one's going to be awesome tomorrow. Full disclosure on Pee Wee Herman, never got it, never got him. Never understood the appeal. I never saw the movie Pee Wee's Big Adventure. You know? Never the little Pee Wee was obviously too old when that thing came on, although I'm not quite sure the target audience on that. And yeah, I feel bad, but since, you know, viewer brought it up, yeah, I don't get it. Never got it. Never got the whole Paul Rubens thing. To me, this is going to sound really bad. He was drifting into that Michael Jackson territory with maybe just a little bit better PR. Hey, do your own research. James, I'll buy on the Rangers come Labor Day if they're still in the hunt. You don't have to. That's the great thing. Football starts by then. If the Rangers have gotten you to August. That's all you could have asked for. Been any good movies. Pac-12 TV deal will likely be 15% linear, 85% streaming. It may be more. I mean, it could be 1090. The deal, from what we're hearing, the reports. And by the way, again, hat tip Jason Shear, breaking the news this morning. Breaking the news all the time on what's going on in the Pac-12, soon to be Pac-8, soon to be the Mountain West Conference. That already what the powers that be are hearing, it's not going to go over very well. Talking about this deal that Kliavkoff has just miracled up. Okay, you want something on writing here? Here you go. You want me to do a lot count? I'll do a lot count. You want me to do a lot count? I'll do a freaking lot count. And this, they're going to throw them at him. Yeah, I didn't know the Alamo had a basement until you watched that movie. Who knew? Hey there, Gary. Glad you're watching. Chris is watching. Product placement today has been substandard, and I apologize. You guys on YouTube, you guys on Twitter Live, use the text line to get in, 806-772-0197. Hand out Raiderland helmet stickers tonight. Pac-12, soon to be packed and gone. So the Board of Regents meeting tomorrow, it's a very broad agenda item list. They've given themselves the power to basically talk to attorneys about personnel or other matters in executive session. So that very well could be under the guise of looking at whatever contract is presented to them in the morning to come back, utilize that in the executive session as the impetus for the discussion of exiting the Pac-12 and applying for membership to the Big 12. Remember, the Big 12 doesn't invite, you apply. And I have a funny feeling. Utah's not jumping ship, James. They're going down the ship. They want the Pac-12 to die so they can rule the new Mountain West. I don't think they wanted the Big 12 because they think their pathway right now is a crushed Pac-12. They go back to the old days of the Mountain West, and that as long as they've got access to the playoff, they don't care. Helmet sticker to your girlfriend for helping you move. That's a good girlfriend right there. She got a big truck. Comes in handy. Otherwise, she's just getting pillows and things like that. That's fine. You know, somebody's got to move the towels too. I don't think Utah wants to go. I think Utah self-sabotaging here, that they think it's in their best interest. Get rid of most of the good teams in the Pac-12. You stay behind. Hopefully they maintain a spot in the 12-team playoff, have a spot in the 16-team playoff, and they get in that way. Hillary's watching, Lynn watching, handing out those Raiderland helmet stickers today. Texas high school football day one. Happy day one to everybody who celebrated, and to everybody who's got cranky young high school football players around the house today who are going to be a little tired the next 2 days. Here's to you. Yeah, we don't want Utah in the truck stop conference. They wouldn't fit in. Too highfalutin. Talking about some of the Rangers' moves, whether buying in on it, all that stuff. Any truth to the Big Ten rumors about Oregon, Clemson, etc.? No. Let's see. Yeah, I can't wait to hear the details of this TV deal that Klyavkov has miracled up, and it's going to be really bad. It's going to be so bad. Stuart Mandel and John Canzano are going to struggle to figure out a way to spin it. So the spin will be that it was deliberately sabotaged by Arizona. Arizona over the next 12 hours is going to become a pariah. Why? They'll do to Arizona what they did to Colorado. Now, we really don't need Arizona. We can replace Arizona easily. Arizona, Tucson, SMU, Dallas, Metroplex. It's a no-brainer. You don't want Arizona in when you can have SMU and you can own every TV set in the Metroplex. Arizona bringing us down. Nothing but scandals. They can't play football. You wait for it. And they will be accused of sabotaging the deal. They will be accused of tricking Colorado into going first so that they would have political cover, which has never made sense to me because they didn't need political cover because USC and UCLA left. Baby, you done been left. Everybody else saying that Colorado or this and that destroyed the Pac-12. USC and UCLA did it. They did it. Not these. Trammell put out some good articles this weekend from the Oklahoma, and good to see you at the party, Barry. Barry's got one pretty good source. I'll give him that. And when I say that there are people who come to the realignment party late without context, I'm not necessarily talking about Barry Trammell, but Barry's kind of got a one-trick pony in this, and that'll work. That's okay. Silly rabbit, there are no ships in Utah. Yeah, I never got Pee Wee Herman. Never got it. Never. I'm not happy he's dead. Don't get me wrong. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But there's a whole lot of celebrating and stuff going on that, like I said, man, he was right in there with some of that Michael Jackson territory. Hey there, Roy. Alan, they have wagons in Utah. Lots of wagons. The wagon state, I understand. That's on their license plates. The wagon state. Very popular moniker. Lots of people walking around downtown Salt Lake City. The wagon state on there. Very, very popular. The Raiderland text line is how you get in here with us on YouTube, and also for our wonderful friends on Twitter Live. I know we get a ton of folks on Twitter Live on the replay. We appreciate that. We love all of our replay people. If there was a way to do this at a time that was perfect for everybody, we would, but we just, hey, this is the best time. We figure we can kind of catch up the end of the day, set the table, and react to what's going on. Which it could be handing out helmet stickers today. Here in a couple of weeks, we're handing out helmet stickers after games. And there's still plenty of stuff to hand out helmet stickers for. There's still a lot of things going on. There are people doing good things. My wife cooking up good stuff. Good stuff. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I can, every now and then I can do you a good ribeye. Pretty good. But her sauteing of the mushrooms and the onions takes it to the next level. See, one without the other would not be the same. So we knocked some of that out last night. And then she made, I'm not a big pie cobbler kind of guy. She made what is being described as chocolate cobbler. And I had about 2 spoonfuls of it. And yeah, I couldn't go to sleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was rich, to say the least. Andy is watching. You'll have to get notes from somebody else who showed up on time. Helmet Stickers to test his cooking on that. Yeah, absolutely. And the steaks were pretty darn good, I have to say. Any indication if the Big 12 takes one team or three? They'll take three. They'll go to 4. They'll go to 16. Remember, Brett Yormark, he's a shark. He is creating demand with supply-side economics. And by that, the supply is the ability to get into the Big 12. The supply that he has is membership in the Big 12. You limit the supply, you create the demand. You make Oregon think, we better get in. If Arizona's coming in, by the way, I don't think Arizona State's coming. I don't think they are. In fact, if I were the Big 12, I would say, all right, Arizona, you make the move tomorrow, good. And then I'd pick up the phone and I'd call Phil Knight, who runs everything at Oregon, and say, you got 24 hours. You got 24 hours to get in. And then they're in. Washington will follow, and you'll be just fine. Mushrooms are just fungus among us, and they are wonderful funguses among us. Hillary Helmet Sticker for all the school supply aisle. I assume my kid's going to have supplies when he goes to school. Troy, yeah, they're in Pittsburgh. You think do a little barbecue? I'm all down with that. Brisket, a little German sausage, man. I love mushrooms. Fried mushrooms, sauteed mushrooms, big old portobello mushrooms, stuffed mushrooms. There's little you can do with a mushroom that I am not in favor of. Mushroom 5-tool player. Absolutely a go-to 5-tool player. And it's welcome, I think, most everywhere. Slice it real thin. You can put it on a pizza. I think the mushroom, probably one of the more underrated food players that are out there. You got to give it credit. Danny wants to know, what move does Stanford make? They don't. I don't want them in the Big 12. Just curious what the chatter is. They don't move. They wait to be taken in someday by the Big 10, and the Big 10 really doesn't do it. They don't move. They're Stanford. Shrimp sandwich is good too. Fried shrimp. Have not watched a quarterback series. That's on Netflix. I'm sure we have Netflix. I've been busy. I've heard good things about it. I might get around eventually to watching it. Helmet sticker to high school refs. Can't play without them. I'd love to give it a try. I'd be all in favor of it. We'll call our own penalties. If you're man enough to enforce it, call it, whatever. Yeah, instead of referees, we just have one DS officer out there. There you go. He just kind of stands there in the middle of the field. If anything looks illegal, there you go. We're good. Yeah, high school refs. Can't do without them. Nah. Can we? Pull 2 people out of the stands, 1 from each team. Screw over both teams equally, and probably get there just the same, any cheaper. We wouldn't have to pay for all their lavish meals like when they go to Olton, Texas, wanting that Frito pie. They thought they were getting Rajino barbecue or something that day. Alan says Amarillo referees have never gotten a helmet sticker. Fact. Buster Leaf agrees and endorses that statement. 100%. You can shoot them. It's just frowned upon. Very frowned upon shooting the official. It may even be illegal. I've not looked into it. You'd think it'd be illegal. You think it would be a crime, but it may not be. It may just be frowned upon to shoot an official. Ben making his way in. Helmet Sticker Monday. Who deserves a little recognition, sports or otherwise? We're talking as the Pac-12 burns the Miracle TV contract, which it must really suck because they didn't wait much longer. Either that or the 10 days for the time Klyabkov told us it'd be great the longer you wait till now is awesome. Boy, Colorado, you guys are going to look like suckers for coming to the Big 12. Let me tell you, when that TV contract breaks tomorrow, boy, Colorado going to be kicking themselves. $19 million a year, 80% linear or streaming, 20% non-linear. I mean, yeah, just gotta feel bad for him. How tired was my son this morning? He came home after workout, took a shower, grabbed a sandwich, and went to work. So we'll find out how tired he was when he gets off work tonight. shooting refs in Amarillo is frowned upon. I don't think so. Oh, it is frowned upon there, yeah. I should delete those comments. Don't want to end up in Facebook jail. You might. I don't know. I don't even think the Facebook jail people like officials. 806-772-0197 for those of you that are texting in on the YouTube channel and on Twitter. You can do it on Facebook Live, too, if you don't want to go through the rigmarole of the typing box or whatever, the say something box. Just as easy. You can text in, just like the radio show. We allow that to happen. Ooh, that's bad. Forced quit applications. Yeah, well, we'll deal with you here in a little bit. Forced quit application. Sounds painful. Why did you break up? Well, she wanted me to force quit some applications. The Pac-12 on PBS, Masterpiece Theater. Oh, National Guacamole Day. Could have been at Abuelo's today. And tacos tomorrow. It all works out. Be pretty good. We talked some tonight about the Rangers. Got a few more minutes left with you, as long as the conversation is good and you guys keep it rolling. I have the schedule of events here for Texas Tech fall workouts. Media Day coming up on Thursday, and I will be busy with a political campaign on Thursday, and I won't get to hear the opening statements by Joey McGuire. But that's the way life goes when you're a social bon vivant, as I am, as a well-known social bon vivant. Sometimes you miss a few things. I figure we'll have a chance to hear Joey a few more times between now and then. Forced quit applications could be more exciting than just turning off the camera, maybe even less awkward. We may find out. It's really adamant about me wanting to force quit some applications. If we do that, that's bad. I can't do that one. Yeah, that's bad. I could do that one, but it wants me to relaunch it, and I really don't want to relaunch it. I don't want to do anything while we're sitting here conversating on the air. That seems like a bad idea. Digging the ropes, Eagle Green, go Eagles. Fighting Bo Rikers, absolutely. Ben would know a little bit about Coach Riker. We'll get you a rope shirt, man. We'll get you an Eagles shirt. A lot of folks very excited about what Coach Riker is bringing to the Ville. Alan, did you see Notre Dame and Under Armour renew for the largest apparel deal in college? No, I did not see that. So Under Armour is still in business for a little while? Okay. Good on them. I still want Tech to go to Adidas, and I want Patrick Mahomes and Texas Tech to be synonymous in the apparel world for the next 15 years. And go from there. Political campaign. Collier running for Justice of the Peace. Boy, that'd be a bust. That'd be brutal. So I wonder if I hit that one. So I'm afraid it's going to take me off the air if I hit any of these, right? But I mean, it's getting like urgent. Apparently, we got to force quit something with Justin Boots. They should, man. There's a ton of great boot makers around the great state of Texas. Somebody's bound to have some ties to Texas Tech, I would think. I'm surprised Brett Yormark and the Big 12 don't have a Big 12 boot deal. That kind of surprised me. I mean, we got a beef jerky deal. Why not a boot deal? Need to do that. All right, last few minutes. It's Helmet Sticker Day. Who deserves a little Raiderland recognition, sports or non-sports, from you? 806-772-0197 on the text line. Also, Rangers making moves. Are you good with the moves? I don't think they've given up any minor league pieces that you just sit there and go, well, that was crazy. A couple of the guys have already been exposed on the big league level, and by that I mean we've seen them, and it wasn't anything that you went, ooh, got to have some more of that, you know. So I'm okay with that. My big deal with the Rangers, don't compromise the future for a short term this year. I don't think they've really done too much of that. It's been pretty prudent as far as I can tell with what they have done to this point. So, give me a few more weeks of being interesting. You just give me to August 17th being interesting, and we're good. Give me till August 17th to be interesting, and by then, I mean, I've got a ton of football. I don't need the Rangers at that point. Everything's okay. Going to give another helmet sticker to Zach Thomas. His induction into the Hall of Fame coming up. Certainly, Spike will be smiling from above. I still say that's the only negative about this, is that Spike Dykes isn't here to do the introduction speech. which that would have been interesting. If Spike were with us, man, it'd be a tough call, Jimmy Johnson or Spike Dykes. I mean, you're going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but would Zach have the courage to deny America, 10 minutes of Spike Dykes? That'd be a tough call. And do you get there without Spike? Could have been both. Yeah. Comedy club show. In a good way. I mean that in a good way. 100% in a good way. You and Danny thinking on the same lines tonight. Kind of scary. We got some sort of Italian chicken roll-up pasta thing coming up tonight for supper. I'm intrigued. Looked really good. Smells really good. A lot of effort going into the making of it as it was going into the baking portion. I'm intrigued to see kind of what this whole thing looks like when it comes together. Either way, it looks good. I think we're going to enjoy it. So we'll give a premature helmet sticker to that. We'll be with you tonight on Twitter at Ryan Hyatt Media. You guys can find everything we do on Facebook as well, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. If you hadn't signed up for the YouTube channel, you need to. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on YouTube. We're going for 200 new signups this week, so we hope you do that and take advantage of everything that we put together for you guys, because it's what we like to do. All right, so it says end the broadcast. Are we going to end the broadcast? Yeah. No, it's not manicotti. It's definitely not manicotti. I know my manicottis. All right, so end broadcast.